landscaping goes a long way.
We're live. Welcome to the Iron Palace Podcast. Well, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Iron Palace Podcast, the world's most anabolic podcast that has more confidence than a man who just slapped a ratchet strap and said, "I ain't going nowhere."
I mean, to be fair, if you don't do that, it is going to go somewhere.
Because the second you don't, by God, it's gone.
Yeah.
This is not a reflection of Lisa, but there are gnats in this chair.
Well, now I know who's catching hands whenever Lisa gets back.
I said this is not a reflection. I didn't want to insinuate it. I'm just saying there's a gnat.
After last week, I thought it was you, but now I'm pretty sure it's going to be
That's
Dave.
Yeah. I mean, while she's out there doing the work, spreading the word of the Iron Palace podcast.
Internationally.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the German word for the gospel?
I don't know.
Me either.
I was about to say, normally we ask her that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
call her, ask her.
Dude, it's like 11:30 over there now.
And
Yeah.
yeah. So, Dave, what's been new with you?
Not a thing.
You just came back last week.
Yeah.
So here's Dave.
Yeah. So
All right, take it away, Dave.
Yeah. Somebody was asking me because we did that big story about when Dave left and he was going on this pilgrimage and
I'd forgot about
remember
that.
all that. Somebody brought it up. They're like, "Are you going to do something explaining why he's back?"
Where'd I go?
Well, you went to some pilgrimage to study with some monks about getting swole.
So you didn't listen to the podcast.
I had a head injury climbing back down the mountain. So they gave me an orange robe that was way too big, and I tripped over it, and I fell quite some ways. I hear. Woke up, thought I was Aaron Hernandez for a little bit. Got through it. We're better now. I'm trying to put it behind me.
But yeah, you remember that, Caleb? That was pretty epic.
I shaved my head, grew my hair out again. I heard it was transcendental. Kind of like when the Maharishi tried to sleep with the Beatles' girlfriends. It was like one of those kind of experiences.
I was just
We're podcasting this route, Caleb.
I kept picturing Ace Ventura.
Yeah, but it's your amulet of enlightenment. It's okay. I didn't like it.
He's in his pant. He's like, "All righty then."
So close. Can you believe it? It was right there. Can we do it again? Did I ever tell you about the Beatles' "Sexy Sadie" song? It was so they went to visit the Maharishi in India, and like all their trips were just a reoccurring theme of them getting there and going, "This is not what we thought it was," and not liking it. Like George Harrison, he went to Haight-Ashbury, and he was like, "There's a bunch of dirty, smelly, homeless teenagers. Like the hippie stuff is kind of lame." Well, they went to meditate with Maharishi, and he was just a weird old pervert and hit on all their girlfriends. Yeah. So it pissed John Lennon off. So he got back and wrote a song about him. And Maharishi's people were like, "Well, we can sue you for defamation for that song." So he just changed it. But it was originally Maharishi, what have you done? And they just changed it to Sexy Sadie, but all the lyrics are the same. So when you listen to Sexy Sadie, replace it with Maharishi, and that was the original intent. He was just talking shit about that guru. Yeah. Maharishi, what have you done? You made a fool of everyone. Cool shit.
All right, I'll tell everybody what happened, Dave, since you won't.
Oh, I was like, Caleb looks like he.
I took a vow.
Had to sneeze. For 1 year, the chair sat empty. It didn't. The microphone
Chair set German.
gathered dust. It also didn't. Whenever someone asked where Dave had gone, the answers changed every time. He retired. He got bored. He's living in the mountains wrestling bears. He's searching for his inner self. No one knew the truth because the truth sounded too ridiculous to believe. The night Dave left, he wasn't quitting. He was answering a summons. Far beyond the reaches of civilization stood the Iron Monastery, a fortress hidden among impossible peaks where the strongest men in history supposedly trained after disappearing from the public eye. There, legends weren't remembered. They were still alive. Paul Anderson held up collapsing temples for warm-ups. Louis Cyr judged deadlift attempts with a single nod. Apollon spun railway axles like batons. Every morning began with carrying boulders uphill, with a boner, some say. Every evening ended with philosophy around a forge
Carrying them
fueled
with
by
the boner?
melted barbells. Yes.
Or carry them with a boner.
Yes. For an entire year, Dave trained in silence. No phone, no podcast, no social media, only sweat, steel, and racing simulators. When the final trial arrived, he was led into a cavern carved entirely from black granite. At its center rested an ancient microphone. The voice spoke. "You have grown stronger." Dave nodded. But strength alone is never enough. The mountain shook. The Iron Palace has forgotten something.
I've gotten fatter and weaker.
The voice answered with only 3 words. They need you. The ancient microphone ignited with binding light. Dave reached for it. The mountain exploded.
Whoa.
Yeah, the mountain being Hafthor Bjornsson.
Yeah. Dude, imagine the mess.
Back at the podcast, it was just another episode. The hosts argued over whether grip strength or leg strength mattered more, and someone made an awful dad joke.
Okay, it's pretty accurate.
The cameras rolled. Then every light flickered. The table vibrated, but that was just Alan. Thunder cracked even though the forecast was clear. A deep metallic sound echoed through the studio. Clang. Silence. Another clang. The studio door slowly creaked open. A silhouette stood framed in the light, shoulders the same as they were. Beard, oddly longer but somehow shorter. Eyes carrying the 1,000-yard stare of a man who's seen unspeakable supersets. We think. Without saying a word, he walked to the empty chair, sat down, adjusted the microphone. Everyone waited. Finally, Dave leaned forward and said, "It's what I miss." The room erupted. Holland stood up. Jake nearly fell out of his chair. Why is Jake here? Someone accidentally hit the soundboard, Alan.
Where'd Jake come from?
Air horns blasted because Alan hit the button. The intro music played at the wrong time, also Alan. The microphones peaked into oblivion, and for the first time in a year, the Iron Palace was whole again. Because legends don't stay gone forever. Sometimes they just finish whatever they were doing.
We're not whole. Lisa's not here.
I didn't write it.
That's true.
But there you go. You wanted a story of Dave coming back. There it is.
So, do you feel enlightened after your sojourn in the wilderness?
Yeah, what'd you learn?
Once I figure out what enlightened means, I'll let you know if I feel it or not. Once I get this gnat, I'll be a lot more honed in.
We all know that's not true.
That made me think of
I'll find out.
what was that? What was that competition that we did in Kentucky? And we were trying to do the podcast, and there was a bat.
Oh, yeah. What was that?
Kentucky Open.
Yeah, the Kentucky Open.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the bat was flying around the room, and Dave was also flying around the room.
That was it. Dave found a bat flying, and
Well, I think everybody was.
Honestly, yeah, especially at the point that it was getting really close to us.
I'm like a cat. Something moves quick enough, just gets me. It's a primal instinct. I will say that was probably as close to Homer's vision as Christopher Nolan got.
Like Homer Simpson.
you know, I heard that movie though was fantastic.
Yeah, I heard as a movie it's good. As the Odyssey, it's terrible. I did see that in the trailer they're in a Viking ship.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Trojan horse doesn't have any wheels. Like, there's a lot of stuff. Like, if you're not going to expect the Odyssey, I've heard it's a cool movie.
Yeah.
But it's not the Odyssey.
And I also,
Did Elliot Page play Achilles?
Achilles, yep. But apparently, they say that all those people are barely in the movie.
no. So I read a thing, and it was said that Elliot Page was a character that was made up specifically for this movie,
Oh, so it's not flat out Achilles.
and not Achilles. And it was they left Achilles completely out of this
Probably a good
he
call.
changed a lot.
to do the Iliad next, which will be the story of Achilles.
Buddy, they better not mess that up.
Like, you know how the trailers are just like, oh, every big name actor ever. From what I'm hearing, all those people are more or less like glorified cameos.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I could see it.
Except for Matt Damon.
Yeah.
I would say Matt Damon's still a cameo, whether he's in it or not. You put Matt Damon on the front of everything, people's going to watch it.
Matt Damon.
Exactly.
You ever seen that movie?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You ever seen that movie?
Trying to think.
Team America?
Oh.
The puppets? The South Park guys made an entire action movie with marionette puppets.
Yeah.
But they made the puppets themselves. They're like, it's the biggest pain in the ass ever. Don't ever make a movie with puppets. But they made the puppets themselves, and they left the Matt Damon one in the oven a little too long, and it kind of melted him. They said he looked a little silly, so they just kept looking at it and going, Matt Damon, laughing. So the entire movie, they cut all the stuff they had wrote for the Matt Damon puppet, and that's all he ever says the whole time. The best part, though, is I saw an interview where Matt Damon, somebody asked him what movie did they quote to him the most. He said, it's a dumb puppet movie I wasn't even in. People come to me all the time and go, Matt Damon. Yeah, Team America's good.
Somebody was asking him if he had seen the meme about Hollywood spending like $800 million trying to get him home. And he was like, yeah, I saw it. He goes, but then he goes, think about it, Saving Private Ryan, Mars, whatever. He's like, dude, he goes, if they keep dropping me off places, I'll keep trying to get back home.
That's like someone said, because I think it was Interstellar and Mars came out in like the same year or close to it. And someone said, how did we trap him in space twice this year?
Yeah.
That's a good dang point.
Yeah.
We'll do an Odyssey watch party next week.
I'm on the fence if I even want to watch it because I'm just afraid of it letting me down.
Apparently, like I said, it's a good movie. It's just not like, don't expect the Odyssey.
And I think like when they went to Cersei's Island, they changed some stuff up.
Yeah. And he starts on the beach with amnesia with the witch. Apparently is where the movie starts. And that's Zendaya. And she's in it for like the first 5 minutes. And then, and apparently it's him trying to like remember what happened or whatever.
Speaking of Zendaya, did you see the Spider-Man, I don't know what it was, but like red carpet or whatever, and they did this whole like musical show thing? It was freaking crazy. It was all these kids coming out, just like they were playing that or singing that song Titanium. And this little girl is wearing that song out, and this dude comes out, just this little kid shredding the guitar to it. I was like, I don't understand why this is happening, but I'm enjoying watching it.
Yeah.
I want to see that Spider-Man animatronic they have in California.
Yes. How have you not been yet? Oh, is it in California?
Yeah.
I thought it was down here.
I'm not welcome there.
You got to have someone tell them you're coming.
Yeah. Disneyland in California has an animatronic Spider-Man. They put a little Spider-Man suit on it, and it's behind these buildings, and they just launch it. And it flies through the air and does like flips and stuff. And you hear voices come from the speakers, and it like lands in a net, but you can't see any of that. So just like Spider-Man's doing flips in the air.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. And like when it malfunctions, they'll play like noises where it sounds like he crashes into stuff, like ow, ow. It's pretty wild. The thing, I'm sure it's not light. It's got to weigh several hundred pounds, and it's like a cable-driven trebuchet that launches it. Just freaking throws it a few stories in the air, and you see it flip.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We need, Alan, can you make us a trebuchet?
Yeah. You won't make us a cannon. What about trebuchet?
You know, really, my first thought was like, well, Alan won't make a cannon. And then I was like, it shouldn't be that hard to make a trebuchet.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
That's just like a bunch of wood and rocks,
Yeah.
rope.
We need one that accepts one of the day stones as the counterweight.
No. Oh, counterweight. Yeah, okay. I thought you were going to talk about launching it. I was like, no.
You know how big a trebuchet would have to be to launch one of the day stones?
Yeah.
Well, also true, but
Holy smokes. You'd have to have like 2,000 pounds of counterweight.
I know where we can get some.
We just need to launch pumpkins.
But have you ever watched that competition, the pumpkin chunker?
Yeah,
competition?
I've seen those.
Is that the
and
one
I've
where
also
it came
seen
back and hit that woman in the
cannons.
face?
That's it happened there, yeah. But like people, they have different classes or divisions or whatever, from like air cannons to trebuchets
Air cannons are wild.
to handheld things, and it's just how far you can shoot a pumpkin.
These
Air
air
cannons-
cannons, they pull like trailers. with
Oh,
them
I've
on
seen
it.
those.
Yeah.
And those are cool. However, trebuchet, man.
Dude, yeah.
If you can't get Alan to make you a cannon for your pumpkin, get him to make a trebuchet.
Then we can do an Iron Palace pumpkin chunking competition.
Pumpkin guillotine.
Why?
Why not? Yeah.
Ah.
I don't like this.
Outvoted. The swing vote's back, Daddy.
The swinger is back.
But yeah, we need a trebuchet.
We do need a trebuchet, Alan.
Yep.
I'll get right on it.
But will you
I feel like
actually?
you're being sarcastic.
Probably not.
Alan,
You've changed.
Why don't we do?
This is why I quit.
Why don't we
what
do
if we send Dave to help you?
Yeah. I'm a good helper. I can hold the lot.
I can hand you tools.
Yeah.
He's been doing it for his dad for years.
But or instead of a trebuchet, a catapult.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
Big enough-
compromise.
Big enough
That I can sit in it.
to yes, and catapult us out into like the lake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I also, like a quick diversion? You remember how how I was going to shoulder Mike the other day, and we found out Mike can't turn into a ball?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, someone just did that today and said new thing, shouldering your friends. I was like,
We could have been ahead of that curve.
yeah, thanks, Mike.
I balled up pretty good. Alan handled me.
Yeah.
I really thought you were going to catch a thumb somewhere you didn't want a thumb, or maybe you did. I,
Yeah.
He picked you up like a bowling
Maybe I just
ball.
played it cool.
I was concerned.
Maybe I
Not-
just
not
played
for
it real
Alan.
Cool. There's a thumb indention in my jungle bridge now.
But yeah,
Like-
I think a catapult is probably a more. I think it's probably a better idea, you know,
Yeah.
because it doesn't take up as much space. You don't have to worry about centrifugal force of a swinging arm or counterweights. You just,
Yeah.
you know, we'll settle for a catapult,
Yeah.
Alan.
You don't have to pay to get in the public pool if you just launch yourself over the fence.
Yes.
Fair.
I mean, Alan acts like he's not impressed, but right
Yeah.
now he's thinking about how he can make it work.
We could launch stuff into the homes of our enemies.
Like, I could see Alan thinking, okay, well, I've got to have something for tension. And it needs to have a release mechanism. Look at him. He's-
Imagine how proud our founders would be if they knew that we were going to get a catapult that would launch me into the public pool. It's the kind of shit they died for, Alan.
Well, you know, that made me think of this thing that was talking about, like, the Second Amendment was, you know, only meant to cover, like, 17th century firearms or whatever, or 16th or 18th century
Yeah.
firearms, and talking about home defense or whatever. And dude was like, "Man, I'm all for it." And it shows this dude with a cannon at the top of his stairs. Like, could you imagine kicking in my door and you running into this? And
Yeah,
I was like, I need a house cannon.
That argument's so silly. People were like, "Oh, these guns are." I was like, "That was like that breastplate I always pull up from the Napoleonic Wars. Like
Yeah.
that stuff was pretty freaking nasty. I'd rather take a modern cartridge any day."
Yeah, seriously, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good thing I've never seen is people do all this weapon testing, but they always test it with stuff in that era.
Yeah.
Has anyone tested guns against like plate armor?
Well, so I mean, that's why plate armor went out, because it ended up being no good against the firearms. Like, you'll see, like, if you'll notice,
Eventually, a lot of that stuff became literally just dress, like tradition,
yeah, like
and then they just quit wearing it altogether.
it kept going, like it kept decreasing to where it was just like a chest plate at one point, and they couldn't make it heavy enough and thick enough, you know, for the whole body, because it would weigh too much. And then they ended up with these super thick chest plates, and they were really they were really steep, you know, to try to deflect. But then it ended up like firearms just kept getting better and started just puncturing chest plates. And so now people are just walking around carrying just extra weight. And so they just got rid of it.
There is pieces from like the transitional period where you see it's like, oh, that didn't work against the gun. Like they just got holes in it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean.
Like eventually swords became just dress swords. Like that's kind of like in the Napoleonic era, they were wearing metal chest plates, but they didn't do any good at all. And it was like mostly officers and stuff. It just became a show thing.
I need a decorative chest plate now. Take all
That
my
sounds like a dirty move.
take all my pictures that way. Just
Cincinnati Steamer,
Yeah.
decorative chest plate.
Yeah. It's like a rendition of the Cosby sweater. Google that one.
I'm all right.
Don't.
Anyways, did you guys see that someone weighed the Husafell stone?
No, you mentioned that earlier, and I haven't seen it.
We've been on pins and needles ever since.
Yeah, like, so does it weigh more or less than
Like
we
50
thought?
pounds less.
Really?
A good bit less. And I got to say, have you read the comments on it, Alan?
Few.
There's a lot of mixed opinions. Like there's some people who are just flat out pissed that someone weighed it.
Yeah.
And then there's people that say that's interesting, but like, it's pretty
I thought
mixed.
it's been weighed several times because I mean it's been used in official.
And that's what started the argument: is it like is it breaking? Is it deteriorating? Like is it like is it getting wore down? Which kind of goes into what we talked about last week with Soroka is
people abusing stones and chipping.
But they said it is no visible chips or anything.
And from what
it's more rounded now, but that's not going to drop 50 pounds.
Not okay. So I'll go ahead and tell you what is the weight that it says it weighs.
I hear between 406 and like 410.
Because that's what I'm trying to remember.
407, I thought.
Yeah, like you.
Either way, it weighs 346.4 pounds.
Wow.
Damn, you couldn't pick that up.
I did pick it up.
And then the what is it? The Legstein weighs 395.
Which
I think the Legstein, isn't that the spear? Like the big long one that you pick?
Yeah.
I think that's that one.
395, and didn't they say wasn't the weight that people would say that was like 600?
Yeah.
Is there a video of them weighing them?
Picture.
Huh.
And there's the husafell.
Wow.
That ain't me.
I'm looking at him.
Mike, I wish you could hear that on here.
But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think it is cool that they weighed it? Not cool?
Well, I just had assumed that it.
I did too.
Like, I figured the last time that it was used for World's Strongest Man, it was weighed.
And that's what I thought. But also, someone made a good point that it doesn't need to be weighed because it is just it's a symbol of strength. It's the.
Well, yeah.
It's just.
It don't take nothing away from the stone.
Right.
Because of its historical value. But it does help people
train
for it better.
Yeah.
Well,
or maybe have more people attempt it now that they think that they might be able to pick it up versus I can't pick it up.
Because 340 sounds way easier than 410 or 407.
Thomas even commented on it, and he said that if you train with a 340-pound stone or weight, you will not pick up the husafell stone.
I don't know if it's the way it's balanced or the shape. It is really difficult to pick.
From outside of strength sports looking in, I feel like if people are upset about it, it's more like their ego. Because I would think, people go to lift this heavy thing, knowing exactly how much it weighs is like an inevitability. Like, you know what I mean?
You're right.
That's what
somebody was going to weigh it again eventually.
Yeah.
I see the argument that people make. I don't necessarily agree because I don't think weighing it takes anything away from it. But I also kind of liked it takes away from the legend of it all that is like this heavy stone.
It's still a heavy stone.
It's still a heavy stone.
And people that don't do it are going to feel the same way about it anyways. They have no point of reference.
Yeah.
And because people were arguing that that you shouldn't have to weigh it. It's just the standing and the legend of the rock itself is what it is, and we don't need to know what it weighs.
Yeah. But
I get it.
But also, too, though, if that's the case, then the weight should never be stated.
I agree.
You know, they should say it's estimated to weigh, or, people guess that it weighs, but you don't get that. You get the husafell is a 407-pound stone in Iceland,
It's like cabers at a Highland game.
Right.
Yeah. 150-pound caber. No, it's about 80 pounds.
Yeah.
So to that, what would happen if we took a scale to a Highland game and weighed the caber before?
Well, they would be way lighter than any number that people told you. And if you told the crowd how light they were, they would be unimpressed.
I agree.
They assume that the caber is super heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think that's the exact effect that this is for the husafell. Like, granted, it's not as big of a difference as you would find on a caber.
Yeah, because 340 is still super heavy.
And people, because with cabers, we say, it's a 120-pound, 18-foot stick. And then if we measure it and weigh it, it's probably going to be 16 at 75.
Yeah.
So it's a more drastic difference, but I think that's the effect people don't want it to have.
Right.
Also, the Highland Games, like, you got a crowd that's there for other stuff and just happens to see that. Most people outside of people that are into shit like this have no idea what the husafell stone is anyway.
Yeah. And I think that's what the argument that people are making of why they didn't want it weighed is because it doesn't matter. But like Holland said, the weight shouldn't have been stated then.
It
Yeah.
doesn't
So-
matter anyways. Weighed or not weighed. Who
Yep.
cares?
So
Yeah.
then my next
The
question.
same people have still lifted it.
Yeah.
The same people are still capable of lifting it.
They're not
lifting it.
They're
It's-
not disclaiming that I picked up a 407-pound rock. No, they're disclaiming I picked up the
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
most
stone's
people,
not magically lighter because you know.
especially if you made full sturker, all people say is I made full sturker, not I picked up a 407-pound rock.
And and they don't say, well, and I carried it 52 feet
Yeah.
or whatever, They say I full sturkered the husafell.
Mm-hmm.
I will say usually saying I picked up a certain item is cooler than saying I picked up this much.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, because if it has an actual name
Because when
that
somebody,
you can reference,
because if somebody says, well, I picked a 400-pound stone at my house,
not the same.
we're like, well, I mean, yeah, it's impressive,
Yes.
but it's not the husafell.
It's
Yeah.
like the deadlift in the car. Like that sounds
Mhm.
way cooler than whatever it probably was.
Yeah, because I mean, well, like if you just tell people I made full sturker with a husafell stone, or I lifted the husafell, whatever, people are going to get curious and Google it, and they're going to see all these people that's lifted it and see like the legend behind it. Immediately gets cooler. It does not matter
Yeah.
what else is said about it.
Right.
But my question is, if it has been getting wore down, or I don't even know what word you'd call for it at this point.
Holland drilled a hole in it. We picked it up.
Well, that's known. But and oddly enough, 9 months after that, there was a bunch of little husafell stones around
it's
it.
the glory husafell now.
Anyways, so if it's been getting wore down, do you think that people carrying it now are less legitimate than people that carried it 10 plus years ago?
No.
I don't think so. I think it's a historic stone.
Because if anything, they're making it slicker and
Also
harder
true.
to pick.
We got to put glory husafell on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
I'm not putting that on a t-shirt.
But also I say too, like all the Scottish lifting stones, we know their weights.
Side note: don't let me forget tomorrow.
Maybe not all, but
I need
most of
anyone in
them.
this room to text me tomorrow and tell me to go to Goatees
Okay.
because I have forgotten and I need
Set
to
an
go.
alarm.
That's a good idea too.
I'm gonna go ahead and put it
Pretty
in.
easy.
So all I got to do is hit send.
That's what she said.
Yay! I'm gonna set an alarm to tell Caleb to set an alarm.
Anyways, but yeah, I don't particularly care. I will say that whenever I saw that it only weighed 340, it did kind of suck a little bit because just the
Well, 400 is a
yeah, and just with that looming over it is cool.
yeah.
However, I've also not lifted it, so I can't justify saying, yeah, that's not that big a deal anymore. Then I've not done it, and obviously it's hard because everybody that's way stronger than me has had a hard time with it. So
It might be a leap, but to me, it feels like my first job ever was moving furniture. It's like furniture. Like there's certain things that weigh 200 or 300 pounds that are way easier to lift than the same weight, just in a
Yes.
different shape. Where it's like this feels like it weighs twice as much, and it's a big pain in the ass. I feel like that's something that everybody's experienced. Like
And could they have altered the picture to kind of?
oh, I mean, that's the thing. I don't know. The only reason I'm going off of it saying it's legit is there's been a lot of the Stones of Strength podcast. They're a good group of guys. They're pretty reputable, and they've been the one talking about it. So I'm going to go with that they've done
They
their.
weren't the ones that took the picture.
They did not reach. No, but I'm going to take on that they researched it before they put it out because they're usually pretty good about that.
I say we go to Iceland.
And we weigh the son of a gun.
Yep.
I agree, honey. We're going to Iceland.
And
She said okay.
and film the whole process. I was setting the straps up. I was weighing it. Wide enough angle to see everything.
I say we do a full documentary on it. I mean, there's lots of these independent film people making, and not those kinds, making multi-million-dollar
It's
movies.
almost like he knows you.
yeah,
Yeah. So I think we should.
Yeah.
Like, who's that? What's that one dude he blew up on like TikTok and stuff, but he made that movie Obsessions,
Yeah.
made $30 million, and it's an independent movie.
like Louis Theroux. He done a lot of stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I
I'm
watch
just saying,
his Westboro Baptist Church one a lot. It's
I
hilarious.
got a couple cameras. We could shoot like a Napoleon Dynamite movie.
Oh yeah.
Channel 5's got a streaming service now for independent journalists and documentaries. By the way, good fit. Channel 5 used to be all gas, no brakes. Yeah, he just started. I watched one of his documentaries recently, and now he's like, he made a website. He's like, we're still independent media, but the stuff costs money. He said, so it's a streaming service, but like you can put your documentaries on there, and he's got a deal to where most of the money goes to the creator of said documentary.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's literally just for stuff like that, like independent people making documentaries. It's a place that you can get paid for it instead of just putting it on YouTube and hoping for the best.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's an ad. I think it's a Channel 5 app.
We still got to go film a documentary at Randy Ritchie's house.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. That'd be pretty sweet. Every time I think about that, I'm like, man, why haven't we been back?
Mm-hmm. So what do you guys think? You think we should weigh more of the historic stones, or do you think they should just be let lie? I could go back and forth with it.
Yeah. Also, yeah, because I mean, like,
if you weigh it, you take away the mythology of the.
And that's what we've been talking about with the husafell. Does it take away, or does it just help you train?
I don't think it's that big a deal because the people, like I said, people outside of strength sports really have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
So I think like they're really the only ones that matter to are the people that kind of knew already or were capable, that are
I
going to
don't
train
think
for
it's
it.
any less of an impressive
Yeah,
lift.
I don't think
think
the layperson even has an idea what it is to begin with, or B, has the weight being known changed anything. Like they still have no idea what it is.
right. But I think back
It's a niche
to
thing.
what you said, Thomas said.
Mm-hmm.
If you train for a 340-pound stone, you're not going to pick it.
Yep.
So, I mean, I think that may give people, there may be more.
False hope.
Yeah, people may attempt it more often, but there may be more fails.
Well, that's another
Corn's
good point.
fingers.
It's like we talked last week, is people just goofing off around historic stones and not showing proper respect and stuff. Do you think that now people knowing what it weighs and now people being more confident in lifting it, do you think that's going to cause more harm than good? Like, do you think now people are going to be like, yeah, let's go try it and then possibly damage it?
Yeah. I think the more popular you make a stone or more, I think it's damaging to it.
But I completely agree with having control over the stones when people can lift them and when they can be available. But I have to say, I think that takes away from it a lot too. Like I like the idea of going into husafell, walking up to the sheep pen, and there's the stone, just in its natural habitat, uncontrolled, and then it feels more. What's the word Bill Crawford used whenever he talked about? It's almost a spiritual type thing of like being connected with what's going on.
I think it makes it seem even more legendary too, because it's like we're so confident that most people can't move it that it's just out there in the open.
I agree, and that's why I like the way it is, but I also understand because I don't want people to break it either.
The Denny stones, like it's no less impressive if you know how heavy they are and how tough of a lift that is. But the fact there's a waiting list to get to them, it's like, okay, there's a lot of people that are confident they can get it. But if it was just out there in the open, it's like you can't pick that up. No Joe Blow's going to come by and pick that up. We're not worried about it.
Well, I mean, and that's the thing, especially like, even knowing now that the husafell weighs, 346 or something. Yeah. We know it weighs that. We've watched, Abby, or Allie Abs.
Yeah.
She picked it, but she can't carry it. And Allie is well over 340-something pounds strong.
Oh, yeah.
Most normal people would probably struggle to flip it.
Yes. So I'm like, I think just watching people that have attempted it and failed it is enough to further the legend of how heavy of a stone it is.
Yeah.
But I agree with that point more, is people now thinking they're going to be more confident because they know.
Yeah.
But then that just brings my fear of, one, I don't want it to get broke before I get there.
Right.
And two, I just don't want it to get broke at all.
Yeah.
So I hope people don't start messing around with it, and I really hope they don't start regulating
There
it
is
more.
a net in there.
No, his son was in my eye. Dog was barking. But I don't know. I especially don't want to see it happen to all the stones. Like maybe if it's the husafell and the Denny's and the rest are just kind of like, because the other ones that are like the Inver stone is more regulated now, but that one's strictly just because it couldn't be at the Inver Hotel anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
What's that big stone with the statue on it that they had to build like special equipment to move? You can't pick up. You know what I'm talking about? It's just an odd tangent. It has It's just
Oh,
a
I was
rock.
like-
It's the only thing they have in common. It's not like a lifting stone.
Oh, okay. That's why I was confused. I
It
was
goes kind of with the more at my speed of like nobody knows how ancient people did stuff. Like there's like a statue on a big stone base, and we had to build like special trucks and reinforced roads and special cranes to move it. But it's like it's not even that big compared to some of the stuff we've got in ancient civilization. But it's got a name. It's some kind of the thunder or something like it.
Thunderdome.
Some kind of thunder name.
Oh. I bet we could move it.
No.
Nah,
Yep, I think we could do it.
probably so.
See? I confidently think we could do it. We could move it at least a little bit.
Wiggle it.
You yell, I saw it move enough, people will believe you.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know what to Google to find it.
Big rocks.
Not on
Google
my not on my Google search, dog.
Oh, you're right. Big stones.
Yeah.
Big, fat, meaty stones.
Greasy stones. Anyways.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Mike, what do you think? You're being quiet.
What?
He's pontificating.
but now if
Not in
it,
here,
I
you
already
better
said
not.
what I thought.
if it had been heavier than originally thought, do you think people would have reacted? How do you think people
Good
would have
point. I
reacted?
don't think anybody would be. I think everybody was like, yeah, see, I told you.
Yeah.
So where all the talk is like people that are in the sport and stuff, I really think a lot of it being louder than you thought is a lot of hurt egos. But like it's not any less impressive. Like the number doesn't look as impressive, but
Right.
Oh, that's true. 'Cause, I mean, even if I tell, or if someone says that like there's a 200-pound rock and they say, can you pick that up? Yeah.
Yeah.
And they think that's impressive. A 200-pound rock's not that heavy.
No.
But to people that either one, don't lift or don't know, apparently that's heavy.
If they did Stone Cold July, it wouldn't be that heavy for them.
Speaking of which, we got two people that have absolutely killed it and not missed a day. Actually, one kid did it twice in one day because he forgot he did one. So we can go ahead and shout these people out while we're here. Up first, with numero uno on Facebook. Also, I'd like to add, since we're in the end of this now, we should have put it out before. Preferably put this on Instagram so this is easy for us to share it around our social media. But our number one guy that has not missed a day is Mr. Craig Cato.
Yes.
Yeah, he's been killing it.
He has not missed a day. He has posted every single day. Actually, I think did he forget one? But I think he did two to make up for it. He did something.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then the other is Zach Lewis. Has definitely not missed a day.
No, Zach's killed it.
At one point, even whenever he said 8 more days, let's finish it. Also, I have a question, Zach, if you're listening. If you're not, that's fine. How many pairs of red shorts do you have? Because you just really like that one.
And do your joints hurt
Yes.
this close to the end?
Yeah, how much pain are you guys in? That's what I want to know, because I know I was dying last year. How are you guys feeling after Stone Cold July?
I'm feeling great.
I feel awesome.
Last year trained me for it.
Hey, Lisa says hi and that she misses everybody.
Does she want to phone in?
Let's see.
tell her that I couldn't hear you from across the studio in the chair that I'm not sitting in right now.
Yeah. She'll watch the YouTube.
Tell her I'll connect to the Roadcaster right now, and we'll have her coming through our headphones in 4K.
She's at a rally. She's
Actually,
busy.
it's not really 4K; it's 24-bit, but still.
How many bits are in 4K?
I don't know.
4,000?
At least.
About to katana his punk ass.
Watch out, Holland.
Oh, no.
You want to cut his wings off?
I really thought you were about to
Ween
say
off?
I thought you were going to say weenie.
I'm pretty
Wings.
accurate this thing. I circumcised a gnat with this bad boy. Those one of my favorite Sturgill Simpson lines is an old dude. He said the things he could do with that rifle: blow the balls off a bat, reload, and shoot it one more time. It's pretty good.
It's inspiring.
Yeah.
So there's a big lag in between, like, when I send a text and when she receives it. So I don't know when we'll get an answer.
Well, it sounds to me like she's awake. We can just call her.
Yeah. Well, she's
At a rally. They get loud.
Concert.
Oh, yeah, the Welcome Metalheads concert.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's actually called, but.
Vacuum.
Is the one band there?
Yeah, I think
Right, said Fred.
I think that one band is.
Is that one band there? Is that the band that sings Du hast?
The one that's
Oh,
got
is that
two
who you're talking
instruments in
about?
it.
Yeah.
Rammstein.
Yeah.
Rammstein.
Du hast in Fugel.
Du hast.
Actually, I don't know if they're there or not.
Du hast in Fugel.
There's like 40 bands or something there, so.
Yeah.
Isn't that just him saying "you hate me" over and over again in German?
Yeah, you hate me.
And Amelia loves that song.
Yeah.
Du hast in Fugel.
Oh wait, no, it's you. You have. Maybe it's like the direct translation is like you have hate for me or something. I don't know. It loses a lot in English.
Yeah, I noticed that playing Tarkov, they speak Russian with English subtitles.
Yeah.
And boy, do they say a lot of words to not say a lot of words.
Oh, yeah.
Like it takes them 5 minutes to say, "What's up, bro?" It's pretty aggressive.
That also made me think. Lisa was saying that I think it was last night. One of the tents next to her, they were playing music and they were playing Rocky Top,
Hell yeah,
but with German lyrics.
sweet.
Ew.
Yeah, it was German. I mean, the lyrics were Rocky Top, but it was in German.
Were they as high pitched as the Osborne brothers?
I don't know.
German probably sounds hilarious in that pitch.
Like I have not done it yet, but that is a YouTube search that I am getting ready to make.
Dude, I wish you could put old like Nazi speeches through an AI filter to make them sound like the Osborne brothers in German.
This is why AI doesn't listen to you.
I can watch that for hours. I mean, hilarious.
You would definitely get put on some watch lists. This
Put
guy's been
Moved up.
this guy's been watching Nazi speeches for the last couple hours. Why? He put them in the same tune as Rocky Top. Why? Sir, we don't know.
We're still trying to figure that out.
That's why we've also been watching this for hours.
Poop and fart and lick and stick a dick. I'm pretty sure that was close. Bless Lisa.
Oh, I wish she had phoned in.
Yeah, if she phones in, you're going to have to do it.
Yeah.
Hold on, can we call her just for that?
I'd make that my ringback tone, dude. Remember those?
Yeah.
I'd never pick up the phone. Just maybe
Dude,
listen.
I remember very, very vividly having my phone on the car speaker, trying to record a song so it could be my ringback tone.
So hey, you want to talk about that dude that sabotaged that girl's world record squat attempt?
Oh, heck.
Yeah. Oh heck. Yeah. So
Yeah, tell me more. I don't know what you're talking about.
well, so Sonita Moolah
I need a moolah.
was going for a world record squat attempt. It was like 740 pounds or something.
Which is absurd.
Yeah, crazy heavy. And
So he actually did say this?
yeah.
Wait, we don't know what he said yet, Mike.
Allegedly.
You're reading ahead.
But so she goes out, she misses all 3 squat attempts, zeroes out. And you know, she had posted some stuff on social media like, bummed about it, but that happens. Sometimes you just don't have it that day, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
The same thing everybody tells themselves to make themselves feel better.
Well, yeah, but then
You say that a lot.
I do.
some people were going back and rewatching the footage, and he is one of her side spotters, and she got red lighted for depth on all of them, and you can see one of the videos especially shows it like there's a really good angle of it. The guy's on the side and he's falling the weights down, and his knees his knee is out, and the weights just go and sit directly on top of his knee. Well, when that happens, she goes down, and the bar does this. Well, she doesn't get depth on that side, but she's as far down as she can go, so she's got to stamp. And she stands back up with all 3 squats, no problem. But she got pinged for depth, and it was all because dude stopped it. And when they pointed it out, of course, the guy he's a Lithuanian lifter, and I don't know where she's from, but she's black and he's a white Lithuanian dude, and they're like, oh, it's racist, you know. And the lifter, Sunita, I guess, if that's how it's pronounced, defends him on social media. She was like, you know, I don't want to hear that. You know, it just, you know, I didn't get that vibe from him. I don't remember exactly what she said, but she defended him on it. He responds, no, I am racist. I did this because I hate you people and something another, like. And so then,
bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works.
Yeah. So
good on him for standing on what he believes in.
Lithuanian business.
Yeah. But so like the Lithuanian Powerlifting Federation and I think the IPF started researching like his social media accounts and found all kinds of racist stuff, and they've banned him for life from both of those federations. Which, here's the thing, like political ideologies, religious ideologies, whatever, you know, anything like that, I don't think should matter. Like what he posts on social media shouldn't matter, except he admitted to sabotaging a 700-pound squat. That's dangerous.
Very. But I also say I am more than slightly, very disappointed in those referees.
Yeah.
Whenever you didn't, like if you red lighted someone, but then you have to say why.
Yeah.
You're watching it.
I feel like somebody should have noticed that.
I'm a free speech absolutist, but he moved past speech and affected someone physically.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he's probably close to 3 foot from where they're watching her legs to where he's touching the plates, though.
But you've got you've got 2 side spotters and a front spot, or 2 side judges and a front judge.
But as a judge, are you looking at anything besides just the lifter?
Not really. I mean, like, if I'm a side judge, most of the time, in a squat, I'm just looking to see if that hip crease drops below the knee. You're supposed to know. You're supposed to be able to. You're supposed to look at everything. Like if the spotters touch the weights, like they're not supposed to put their hands on the plates on the way down. And if they do, that's supposed to be a no lift. But most of the time, because I'm bad about it. Like all I'm really focusing on is that hip crease. If it's dropping below the top of the knee, so like I don't know. I said maybe they're tunnel visioned on that, but then.
But you're talking at a world record level, though.
Yeah, but then as the head...
Somebody lifting that much, that's pretty tense. I would say most of them are probably focusing on one thing.
Yeah, but then the head ref, though, was face on to it, though.
Exactly what I'm saying. Like, you've got 3 people that did not... And my thing is, especially if you see a lifter, almost never does a lifter miss depth and come down like this.
Yeah.
Like, if you see a lifter cocking down to one side, like, something has gone awry. That's not just a... not getting depth on one side or a tight hamstring. That seems odd.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then to miss it 3 times, that seems even more so.
Yeah, and the way I understand it, her third attempt was going to be the world record breaker. Mm-hmm. So the first 2 attempts, it was regular powerlifting competition. So her opener was light. She missed her opener. She missed her second attempt. And she missed her third attempt. And I'm thinking, rarely, because usually if you miss your opener, you misgrooved it or you did whatever, and you go back, you get it again. Mm-hmm. Unless it's too heavy. But if it's too heavy, then you're not standing back up with it.
Yep.
So, I don't know.
Because my thing, too, is like, you're talking, especially, did you say it was IPF?
Yeah.
So especially in IPF, they are very strict on their referee levels.
Oh yeah.
So when you're getting to refereeing a world record,
Yeah, you're an international level ref. That's high up there.
So that's my main argument for the refs really dropped. I mean, it's not their fault. I'm not saying this is their fault. It's just they dropped the ball on that one 3 times in a row.
He received a lifetime ban.
He should get more than that. It's like Dave said, he physically affected someone that could have had a really bad outcome.
Yeah, I mean, not only could he have really injured the lifter, but he could have caused her to really fail the lift and injured the other spotters too.
Oh, yeah.
He put everybody on that platform at risk.
Yes, that is a very big thing.
How did he get to that point too? Because I'm a free speech absolutist, but as a federation or a business or anything, you have the right to choose who you're employing. But how did he go that long being that openly racist on the internet and nobody caught it?
Most of the spotters aren't hired people. A lot of spotters are just volunteers around the room.
At that level, though, they hire a team of spotters.
Then never mind. I don't know. I'm with you then.
So if he's watching a world record, I doubt he's just some dude off the street.
It says he was a volunteer.
Oh, he was?
Says volunteer spotter.
Oh, huh. Because I know IPF
Worlds.
Worlds,
These guys at this level.
IPF
That's a lot of
Worlds,
weight.
the spotters and loaders were a team of spotters and loaders that they hire for that event, like IPF Worlds. But I don't know what
It says IPF Worlds, but it says volunteer.
Huh.
But they had to have known
maybe,
about him because you don't just put somebody you've never heard of in that position.
Well, I know I know we've not done anything on a world level, but if you're watching someone do a world, especially squat, all your thought is, I need strong people to make sure she doesn't get hurt. So more than likely, all they did was look around the room and ask for volunteers. It may not be the case. It's just
there might have been a team of 4 that were hired for
They
it.
had additional for the heavyweight.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm thinking happened. I think okay, I'm not going to say there's no way. Definitely a way someone like him could slide through the cracks and be employed.
He did.
But in this case, he volunteered.
Yeah, but I'm just being there.
Yes.
He got to there.
Yeah.
So, but I'm with Dave. I think more should happen just because not only did he put the lifter in.
I feel like that's almost attempted assault.
I agree.
You know.
Yeah, you can't assault anybody with words, but you can assault them when you're messing with weights and.
Especially it may seem small as just her setting the weight on his leg, and now she didn't make depth, but that could cause her balance to be off, and that whole bar comes flying off.
Yeah.
Hurt her. For one, 700 pounds or 750 pounds is a lot of weight to be under.
Oh yeah.
So you're talking collapsed spine. You're talking knees blowing out. A lot of stuff can happen, and then that's not counting what can happen to the spotters that are just there to protect her.
And now also every event he's done that for previously is questionable because he's proven that he's willing to cheat.
Oh yeah, yeah. If he's been a spotter at any other competition, now you're like, I wonder if
Did they really beat me? Or,
I wonder if if I'm a black lifter and he's been a spotter at a competition that I was at, I would question every red light that I got.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm
on squats. I don't know how I don't know how he could have affected deadlift or bench.
I would be shocked if there wasn't something that came out later, because I don't know if he's been a spotter or anything like that before.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I tried to do some quick research on it, and I couldn't really find anything about his history of being a spotter.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things that I read from Walt, because Walt was actually the first person that posted anything about it that I saw. Shout out Waltzilla.
Broken clocks right twice a day.
That's right. But apparently, according to a post that I read that Walt had put up there, apparently he had a track record of being a spotter for big events or something, and I can't remember if.
So he's a serial racist spotter that just goes around ruining lifts.
Yeah, I can't remember if he came out and said it, if Walt came out and said it, or if he just insinuated that this guy had screwed up squat attempts for several lifters in past meets.
And I'm sure, if he's got, if he's that openly racist online, he probably hates other people for more than just race. So, not even just if you're a black lifter, anybody that's lifted, that's something he's read after,
Yeah.
I mean,
guy doesn't like me. He's willing to just do anything he can and not let me do
If
this.
you hate any group of people enough that you're going to travel around to big events just to screw it up, Yeah, I'm with you.
And they give you a free out after you ruin their world record. You're still like, no, they're right. I hate you. Like,
Yeah.
that's wild.
I was like, yeah. I mean,
that's hate.
yeah.
I mean, for you, like you said, to have a free pass.
to be, yeah. And then say, no. They were right.
Yeah. No, thank you, but no, thank you.
Yeah.
I hate you. So,
Wrong again.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just like that depth on that squat, not there.
I mean, yeah. Yikes.
But
You know, because I was thinking, I mean, 100% different situation. But when Julius Maddox was going for that world record bench and they misloaded his bar,
yes,
and I was talking about how.
God, I want to go watch that now. See if he's there,
Would that not be crazy if he was one of his loaders?
dude. It'd be like one of the what are the witness plants that are always around. They're like they've been at so many of these things.
Yeah. But I was just thinking about how, like, I was like, man, that is unacceptable at that level.
Yes.
They could let a bar being misloaded.
Wow,
how,
a whole plate.
how dangerous that, was possible, And then this happens for a world record of 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, that's just as bad,
And the more I think about just how it went down, she's going for a world record. You're telling me her coaches aren't over there watching this thing like a hawk, and that no one's videoing it?
Yeah.
And
I don't know how the video was noticed, of the actual of him doing it. It may have been one of her coaches that pointed it out.
because that's what, especially I'm thinking
I would hope so.
After
that they
your-
noticed it.
after your opener and that happens, for a fact you get red lighted. You're going to your coach, to your team, and you're going to review what just happened.
Yeah.
No one saw it.
Yeah. Or maybe the angle that they watched, it wasn't obvious.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just being hypercritical because I'm not there. But it's just just a blatant block like that seems like it should have been very obvious.
That governing body has a lot of making up to do. Because I wouldn't trust him. Like, okay, you guys let this guy volunteer or not. You guys let this guy in here at this level. It's pretty, like, you won't see a pothole at the Molzane Strait, or like Talladega is not going to have a big hole in turn 4. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. I feel like they've lost a lot of good faith because of that guy. I wouldn't trust him.
I have a picture here of it, and it's actually one that Walt had posted, and he circled the guy's knee under the weight. And I've seen the video that he took this still from, and you can see her going down, and you see the bar on that side stop, and her try to,
Dude, that's the weird part. Like, if you see that, like, that's just that's not
Yes.
that's not a normal squat pattern.
I mean, look, you can.
Yeah.
Seeing the picture now, I'm even like, it's even tougher to miss. I think because like it's.
This is exactly what I've been picturing. Like, I don't see how you don't see that.
I was thinking like maybe
you
like
see
up
it,
on a
Alan?
stage or
Yeah.
something like that. But yeah.
This is like we're at the steel room doing a powerlifting meet.
But if you watch when she's coming down, it doesn't miss much.
Oh, well, yeah.
It doesn't dip a whole lot on that side. It's just
Yeah, because I think as soon as she.
about as soon as it touches his knee, she's coming up.
Yeah, and I bet she was like. I
Felt it.
wonder.
You had to feel it.
I wonder why she didn't come out and be like, "Listen, something stopped my."
That's what I like. I'm not.
Because like, if the guy hadn't come out and said that, like, it just owned up to it, and she had been like, "No, I just missed the lift, whatever." You could have watched it and been like, "Did it affect her? Maybe not."
That's off to her though. That's some quiet confidence.
But
just
then-
from the 2 things I've been to with you guys, a lot of those dudes are big ass babies.
Oh,
so like,
yeah.
You've not even seen some bad ones.
cool for her to be like she knows I can go back, I can get it.
Yeah.
Not worried about it. Like, that's pretty dope.
But yeah, I would have questioned whether or not it really affected her that much.
Yeah.
But then, knowing that he did it intentionally, it ruins her.
I stand by what we were talking about, that I think there should be something pressed on him for putting everybody in danger like that. That's not cool. 750 pounds is a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Hell, 650 pounds is a lot of weight to be doing that on.
Yeah.
So it's just,
It takes a lot less than that to hurt you.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, especially like if you watched Julius Maddox talk about benching 800, he said you can't just bench 800 pounds on a regular bench. It has to be a wide pad. It has to be sturdy. And he goes through his checklist of what he checks on the bench, because any imbalance will throw you off. And that's what I'm thinking here. You're looking at 750 pounds.
Yeah. I mean, this is this is absolute. This is peak performance. You
Yes.
know, that like I think that's why like supercars aren't known to be reliable because their performance is stretched to such a point to where if anything is off, it'll ruin it ruins it.
Yep.
Well, this is a world record attempt. This is the absolute peak of performance for a.
I think there's only like 3 women that's lifted or squatted over 700 pounds.
Yeah. So like, I mean, this is absolutely the limit.
Yeah.
This is equivalent to men squatting 1,000 right now. It's insane.
I'd say that's probably why she didn't really catch it either, because she's lifting heavy like that and knows what that feels like. And anything that does not feel normal, she's probably like, eject.
Yeah.
So that's probably why she wasn't, going too crazy. It's like she probably, the minute she felt that, was probably like, something's not right. Back
I mean, that's true. That could be why you don't see, or why she does miss depth. Like she hits it and feels it's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just have a big problem with that. And
I mean, because like it would bother me less if it had been a referee that came out and be like, yeah, I'm racist. I don't ref blacks fairly.
yeah,
That sucks.
you didn't put anyone else in danger.
Exactly. But this dude, I mean, because I mean, like,
he took a stand after the wrong stand after he made a weasel move.
yeah, and like you put a lot of trust in your safety in those spotters.
Oh yeah, because you guys have
Well,
like a
he could have really jacked himself up.
Well, yeah, really.
Yeah.
If she bailed when it's sitting on his leg,
Yeah.
and nobody else catches it,
So not
can you
only
imagine the pressure it's putting on that leg?
you're
He was
catching
willing to-
you're catching over 350 pounds in your hands in a second.
He was willing to not be able to walk for a year or two.
yeah to ruin her.
Well, because that's what I mean is like you were saying, as the lifter, you put like lifters and the spotters have like a weird unspoken agreement. Like, I'm not going to dump this in your lap. You don't let this crush my spine,
Yeah.
and we'll be all right.
Right. And then for a spotter to intentionally
Yep.
ruin a lift, that's
And that bothers me a lot because I mean, even if you watch the video or whatever, and it doesn't look like a lot, it's just that's a lot of weight to be messing with.
yeah.
That's like hitting the speed bump at 200 miles an hour. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
If I was there, I would feel like on the people that let him volunteer, they were either negligent or complacent.
But I will say this too though, like
normally I would say I don't agree with that, but since it is IPF Worlds,
Yeah,
I feel like you
that's
should
way
have
up there.
vetted a
Yeah.
little bit.
yeah, because I was going to counter that with like at the steel room, we're
Yes.
like we need volunteers.
Yeah, that's
We're not
And
we're
that's-
not checking anybody's background.
That's what I had to turn off thinking just then.
Yeah.
I was going to say the same thing, but then I was like, I don't know, you're at IPF Worlds. I feel like you, especially to go back to what we said earlier about sometimes you just need more people to help. But at IPF Worlds, you know for a fact there's going to be men squatting 1,000.
And yeah,
And
and
you-
like she has a previous world record holder.
Yeah.
So she's going to be squatting plus 600 and something pounds.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and usually if a squat once squat gets to 600, you bring in extra spotters.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
I'm assuming they get drug tested and all that stuff for this.
Athletes,
Yeah.
depends.
So
Well, I
they've
mean,
got to live up
IPF's
to a
supposed
certain
to. Yes.
standard. But now I would assume they feel like they can't hold the IPF to the same standard because like again they just let this guy ended up there. It's like whoa.
But-
Like that's your job.
Yeah.
yeah, it's not a good look.
No, that you let a guy that, because like you said, to your point, if you go back and look at his stuff and he's openly racist, he wasn't hiding it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Let's see.
But as far as background checks, they're not going to check your social media. They're just going to run a background check.
that's true.
If your nose is clean, you can still be racist.
I mean,
Not
as,
gotten-
Well, they
as much
can't
as-
be the
just
first-
not gotten in trouble.
I was
That
about to
could be
say,
the first
right.
thing like that he's volunteered for, though. You know what I mean? Like he had to be around the sport for a little while, I would assume, to be doing that at that level.
again, I hate to think
And if
that
they're not, then that's still like doesn't look too good on them.
that's what I hate to think that IPF Worlds does what we do, which is, hey, we need people to help, and you're just kind of grabbing at whoever's
Yeah.
around.
That's unacceptable at that.
So, because surely they had people ready for that.
Here is one of the quotes from him. I am a racist. I did it on purpose because I hate you. Because I hate you pieces of. Yeah.
That's just gross.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you say that out loud and mean it,
Right.
and not like immediately get sent to hell or something?
I mean, and then I can't find all the quotes.
That's just wild.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, what would that have done to him if she had gotten it?
Right.
Not a dang thing.
Yeah.
He would have been in the picture for someone who set a world record. Speaking of which, did we already talk about the guy that deadlifted 500 kilos in a powerlifting meet?
No, I don't think so.
Did you see the video? Didn't I send it in the group? I think I remember. Did I show you at work or did I send it in the group? I don't remember.
I don't remember getting it in the group.
I can't remember the guy's
Me
name,
either.
but he was pulling 500 kilos in a powerlifting meet, and it is not cool. I'm almost certain it's not IPF. I forget what group it is, but either way, you can tell the dude, for one, doesn't think he got it. He did like 450 or something right prior to that, and you've seen excitement. He was thrilled. He's all stoked about it. Next one, he hits 500, all 3 white lights, and he even walks off like he doesn't think he got it. He didn't even look up at the lights, nothing. He just walks off. And you see, as he's coming up, he's still moving up when he gets a down command.
Really?
And he did not lock it out.
So no lockout?
No lockout. The down command but it counts.
Yeah.
He got 3 white lights. It counts.
So the ref was just wanting to see a 500 kilo deadlift. So
That's what
bad.
Didn't he come out and say that he did miss that, but he's going to have opportunity to actually hit it?
Now,
I'm pretty sure I've seen something.
he might
along those
have. I
lines.
never saw him respond about it. Now, the dude was moving. I think he's got it all day. It's not a matter of,
Yeah.
he in my opinion, he fully lifted 500 kilos. The same as Colton Edelbrecht did.
Yeah.
Whether it counts in powerlifting rules, no. But does it count as far as how strong these people are? Absolutely. They did it.
Yeah.
As far as
Count as a gym rep all day.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, he picked up 500 kilos. Whether or not his back was, his shoulders were all the way locked out or whatever. I mean, he's doing it sumo anyway, so, I mean, who's really counting? But I don't know. I think powerlifting might need to, go back to the drawing board on some things
Yeah.
and stop adding stupid rules to stuff. Like, it seems like they're more worried about people celebrating a lift and walking over the bar than they are if the lift is legit or if someone's like sabotaging someone else's lift. I was also thinking about that picture or that back to that squat. That was a whole lot of people just awfully close to that bar.
Yeah.
Like even
crowded.
I think there was 6 people.
Even for spotting a heavy lift like that, that just seems like they are way too close.
5 people and 1 Lithuanian racist.
Well, it's like, we did where was that? That competition that we hosted in Sevierville.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember what the guy was trying to bench, but it was 500 pounds plus. And there were so many spotters that it was so hard to get to a position where you could see, like you had to see like his elbows and the bar, the bar touch his chest and all that stuff. I had to get out of my chair and like walk around to the front of the bench and try to look in between people's elbows to see if, because you got to see if his, elbows drop below the shoulder and all that stuff. And I don't know, maybe there were so many people there that it got, too crowded.
Yeah, because thinking about that, as far as I'm not okaying the guy by no means.
Yeah.
But as far as the referees, like I was saying, that should have seen it, I could see maybe that way them not noticing it because that was a lot of people around there.
Yeah.
Still 3 times.
I will agree with that. 3 times to see someone do a wonky little dip like that and not say anything does seem odd. Or at least for no one to bring that up after at least once or twice. Like if you saw, especially coaches know how she squats. And if you see a little dip like this, and especially twice in a row, I would hope that my coach would ask me questions.
A professional consistently not hitting
Yes.
depth 3 times straight.
And I'm thinking about that too. Like if I'm at a competition, like if I'm at IPF Worlds with Brad, and I see the spotter mess up 2 of his attempts, I'm going out to the
refs.
Yeah, but the not the refs, but the
Spotters?
The table.
the table.
Oh, yeah.
The judges table there, and I'm going to ask them to review it, and I'm going to request that spotter not spot him. Maybe they didn't notice it.
Interesting.
I mean, because I mean, I would ask for that spotter to be removed.
Because I'm just thinking, especially like I know that what we would do. I mean, I think we would all do the exact same thing if we're at the steel room doing a local meet versus if you're with Brad at the IPF Worlds. If any of this has happened, I fully believe we would have done the same thing. If we saw something weird with our athlete twice in a row, I would be wanting to review it, and I would be requesting something happen, whether it be with my athlete we change something or with the spotters, whatever the heck. Something's got to change because I'm not going to let him just 3 in a row without trying to help him out.
Yeah, because and it's not that hard to do to go to that table.
Yeah.
Anytime Brad has missed a lift at a big competition I've been at, and I wasn't, like, if it wasn't just obvious that it was too heavy for him, or like I saw, like, oh well, he jumped a command or whatever, I'm going and I'm finding the explanation.
Yep.
I don't care if it's legit or not. I'm wanting to know. I'm asked. They review it. And
that's my question is.
So
we would do that as not professional athlete coaches.
Yeah.
But I would really like to think that if you're at IPF Worlds going for a world record, that you have an elite team with you that is going to do way more than we're doing.
Right. Yeah. I would hope they're doing more than I'm doing. Like, I don't feel very elite.
Like, and I don't want to just keep trashing on everybody acting like we weren't there. I don't know the atmosphere. I don't know what was going on.
And ultimately, it's that guy's fault.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It all boils down to one specific person is wrong. Yep. Everybody else, like, I feel like someone should have seen it, but we weren't there.
Everyone else can get a pass with a my bad.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I just didn't see it. I was watching it, whatever.
I know now.
I mean, it's like Brad missing lifts because music is too loud.
Yeah.
Some things are different that just really throws you off. Yeah. Music being loud throws Brad off, apparently. Or sometimes he just is off.
Yeah.
But, it all boils down to one guy sucks.
Exactly. Yeah. One guy intentionally put that lifter at risk.
Because I'm not even a guy that will harp really big on safety. Like, at work, anywhere else. Like, I'm not a guy that's going to actively be like, no, dude, that's not safe. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Unless I see something very wrong. And in my opinion, that is very wrong.
Yeah.
That's just bad.
I mean, I don't know of any other way to cause someone to miss a lift like that and be discreet about it.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that was like, he's like, I got to screw up her lift.
I've never seen a suppressed screw up like that.
Yeah.
Or suppressed sabotage.
Yeah. I don't know.
I seen a wild suppressed Glock on YouTube yesterday. It's got like rubber and different polymers and stuff inside the suppressor, and it's got like a rubber seal on the end that kind of breaks through, so it keeps a lot of more sound in the suppressor. But the slide has a lock on it, so the slide doesn't even move. So like all the sound is contained inside the pistol, and it is the closest to movie quiet I've ever seen. It's wild. I'll show you guys when we're done. It's nuts.
I watched a video of a guy testing suppressors versus a pillow.
Surprisingly
close.
The pillows were,
I fully expected that to be a movie, like, cinema thing.
That dude's awesome.
It was surprisingly close.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the suppressors are just way better, but I was shocked.
But
and even and normally a suppressor is like as loud as a slamming door. They're not nearly as quiet as movies are. But that Glock was.
Yeah, that's I was thinking
very close to that. Very close.
Just like that kid that does bird sounds. I'm a professional.
Yeah, he's awesome.
That kid.
I'm surprised you've seen him. Dude, him doing the American Crow is like my favorite thing to watch right now.
The other crow was pretty cool too.
I didn't realize that there were 2 different crows here.
I didn't either. But did you see the one where he took the app and he was making bird sound and it would tell him what bird it is?
No.
And he's spot on almost every. I was like, like, I don't even know what these birds sound like, but I know it's that.
Yeah, I do not question it.
Nope.
If that kid were to come and make a bird sound and then tell me that it was a blue heron, I'd be like, yep, exactly.
Yep, that's what a blue heron sounds like.
There's a little lock. Oh, yeah. 1 second. Hold on. Hold.
But you're talking about her lift. She knows her form. I just don't see how she didn't, 3 times, even twice.
Yeah.
Why didn't she even say something? Hey, coach, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
It says that it was 3 times, but said that he was clumsy the entire meet on multiple people's spots.
Huh.
I'm sure he's an equal opportunity
they chalked
hater.
it up to just a missed touch by a spotter.
So he had done it that meet
Yeah.
several times. Okay.
Hey, in some states, a missed touch is a felony.
Oh, yeah. Should be in wherever that was.
Everywhere but Arkansas.
Lithuania. I don't know where they were lifting.
And there was somebody else online that brought it up as
Oh, was it?
sabotage, and then she's defending that person, and he comes out and says, "No, they're right. I done it intentionally."
Dang. Yeah, like Caleb said, I mean, when they gave you the out and you didn't take it,
He said that, but yeah, I was like,
to,
that's a choice.
yeah.
He could have even just said, "Yeah, I apologize. I was standing in the wrong spot."
Yeah.
He doubled down.
Yeah.
I mean, I always respect when someone stands on what they believe. It's just,
Don't think I'd have stood there.
That's Clayton
yeah,
Bigsby
I wouldn't have
level,
stood
dude.
there.
I think he's the only person more racist than Clayton Bigsby.
Yeah, I don't think I'd have stood there.
Like, I don't agree with it, but I mean, I can appreciate a guy to at least standing on what he practices and what he
Lithuanian
preaches.
business.
Clayton Bigsby was like, pump the brakes.
Yeah.
More like, pump the brakes.
That was the very first episode of Chappelle Show.
That's crazy. I'm still amazed that got aired.
That show was so incredibly good. And then the fact they wanted to change the writers.
Yeah.
Get out of here. The Player Haters Ball. I think that was season 1. That's freaking great.
Yeah. I was watching the thing and he was talking about the Charlie Murphy stories.
Charlie Murphy. Those are great too.
And Charlie Murphy was like, something was brought up about Rick James, and he was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Man, I used to get in fights with Rick James."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Whoa, wait, what?" You know, like just random conversation. He was like, "Yeah, I fought Rick James."
Dude, what? You ever hear Prince call the radio station? And they asked him in an interview, "Did you really play basketball with Charlie Murphy?" He said, "Yeah, and I beat his ass. He's terrible." Like, Prince corroborated the story.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, that happened."
Well, so Charlie was like, "I bet I could get Rick James to be part of it." And he said yes and was part of it. So they reached out to Prince, and Prince was like, "No." But then he said afterwards he saw Prince and he showed him the video, and he said they walked in. It's like this big theater room. Prince is sitting there. His back is towards him. They're watching it. There's no laugh track.
It's Eddie Murphy.
Oh yeah, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah,
that's
they
what.
showed Eddie.
Yeah.
It's Eddie
Charlie-
Murphy.
yeah.
I was trying to tell him.
Charlie was like, "We got to show my brother before it airs."
And he
That's the
turned
one rule.
around, and like he didn't make
he
any
said
sound.
he was wearing this brand of boots.
Yeah. He was like, yeah. He was like, they weren't Louis Vuitton. They were, whatever.
Yeah.
He was, and the couch was red.
Yeah, Chappelle was nervous. He was like, "Yeah, Eddie Murphy didn't make a sound." He
That's
just stops
right.
and goes, "The boots were Louis Vuitton, and the couch was red." Like, it was all true. It's a celebration.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah. Now that you mentioned it, I think I'm bleeding in my chest. Unity.
Anybody got anything else to add before we shut this down?
What did the 5 fingers say to the face?
Game.
Slap.
Blouses. when he lets go of it blows down. That might be the funniest thing to ever be on TV.
You
This
asked.
bores me.
Go ahead.
How about you and your crew versus me and the revolution? I ain't
right.
on your team. All right, I'm good.
It's only when you risk failure that you discover things. When you play it safe, you're not expressing the utmost of your human experience. Lupita Nyong'o. Hit it, Alan.
Miles north